ownership mindset. I want you to take radical ownership over your life and your outcomes. A friend of mine is a dating coach, and she talks about radical ownership all the time. Often in career coaching, I tell people that it's very similar to fucking dating, surprisingly. Many of us have these experiences that we feel like happen to us, and we can't control the outcomes, right? But I want you to take ownership of the situations and think to yourself, what part did I play in this? And what could I have possibly done differently? When we do that, we open up to a world of new possibilities. Be very clear, I'm never talking about any type of assault. But when we take ownership of situations and we think about, hey, what could I do differently? What could I have done differently? Things change for us. That man took me to Popeyes instead of to Ruth's Chris. Why does this happen to me? Instead of thinking, did I set my intentions when I chose this person? Did this person look like a Ruth's Chris person in their dating profile? Or do they look like a Popeyes person? Was I clear about my expectations? Did I engage in conversation in a way that would clearly state, I'm not a $5 fucking chicken box hoe? And to be clear, I love Popeyes. I'll be fucking up a spicy chicken leg. You know what I'm saying? Fucking it up. But this is what it sounds like when it comes to the job search as well. I can't believe the recruiter ghosted me. Is it even a real fucking job? Y'all be giving fucking the internet your social security numbers. I'd be confused. Like, now you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they ghosted. Bitch, they were trying to steal your identity the whole time. What the fuck? Right? I can't believe I'm being auto-rejected from these jobs. The ATS, the AI bots, they're fucking up my chances. We're going to talk about ATS later. You ain't got to worry about that. But it's not the ATS or the AI bots. It's the recruiters looking at that same old resume that you throw out at any fucking job, and they can tell you ain't did shit to it for this particular rule. But let's say it is the ATS and the bots. Did you network so you could bypass them? Did you take those bullshit photos off your resume? The random references you've had since high school, not to mention literally your high school education and the year you graduated on your fucking resume that makes you sound like you're fucking 95. Did you do any of those things? Or you just submitted that bullshit and now you mad because it was bullshit and they treated it like it was bullshit and put it in the fucking trash? Feel what I'm saying? So this is what I mean when I say take ownership of your experience. Ownership is you making decisions based on the results that you want, not the fear of what ifs. Many of you make fear-based decisions because they feel safe. But I will tell you something. Every time I've made a decision based on fear, I have gotten scary fucking results. When I stated companies didn't value me because it was safe, I eventually lost my job or quit abruptly with no plan because it only got worse. When I didn't apply to a job because I was scared I wouldn't qualify, guess what? I didn't fucking qualify. How could I? I never submitted the fucking application. When I didn't talk to folks or network because I was afraid of what they would think of me, or what if they didn't talk back, or what if they told me no, I got the scariest fucking result of all. Like fucking nothing. I got nothing. And there is nothing scarier than getting nothing when the bills are coming in, when life is fucking lifing, and you've got shit to do. So, do you want the results of fear, or do you want the results of ownership? Which one is it? Being a little scared tells me that I'm pushing myself for more and for better. When I stop and hesitate on an action, I push myself through that hesitation because it means that this is important to me. Important enough that I'm afraid to fail because I take ownership for my outcomes. Fear should move you forward. It should never hold you back.